Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Morgan. For today's video I'm going to do like a kind of makeup tutorial thing, but what I'm going to do is kind of on TikTok just now, or at least on my TikTok, the whole kind of Rockstar Girlfriend aesthetic is quite popular and I really like it. I really love the whole like grungy vibe. I'm quite into like kind of rock music and that as well, so I think the whole thing is pretty cool. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to try and turn myself into that whole aesthetic and see how I like it. So I'm going to do my makeup that way. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with my hair because it just doesn't look great right now anyway. But I'm going to try and like dress that way and things and just see how I feel with it all. But yeah, I'm going to start with my makeup. So I'm going to do one eye off camera to try and figure out what I want to do. But it's going to be kind of like a really grungy, like, I don't know, fun. I don't know. I think it's going to be nice. So I think it's going to suit me. If you could subscribe to my channel, that would really mean the world. And if you could like the video and stuff and just help it get kind of promoted on YouTube and things, that would really mean a lot to me. So I done this eye off camera and I've kind of went for like a really grungy look just now. So I'm going to show you how to do it on this one. So I'm starting off with my Stoned palette by Urban Decay, and I'm going to go into this dark shade here, Third Eye. So using this kind of like small brush, I'm just going to go around my outer corner, like at the outer corner of my eye, and into my crease. And I'm bringing that pretty much the whole way along. And I'm just doing kind of little circular motions just to get it kind of dark. And then I'm going to go in with this pinkish shade here, which is Antidote, on a kind of fluffier brush just to kind of blend that out a little bit. So I'm just going to kind of swipe this on really lightly and just smoke out that darker shade. So I'm just getting that all smoked out. I'm not too bothered about if it's looking neat or anything either. And then going in with my Vieve palette, I'm going to go in with the black shade Goodnight and just go onto my outer corner again and onto my lash line, and then up into my crease. And I'm going to bring that kind of into the centre of my crease, but just not all the way along. And then going in with the brush I had Third Eye on, I'm just going to smoke this out as well. And then again just blend all of this out. I'm not that bothered about how kind of clean and everything it's looking. And then what I'm going to do for the shimmer, I'm going to go back in with the Stoned palette and go in with this bluey white shade called Opal Aura, and I'm just going in with my finger and just going right onto the centre in the inner corner of my lid. And then I'm going to go back in with the black shade Goodnight just to get that kind of liner look back. And go back into the outer corner. And then again just blend that out slightly with the shade Third Eye. And that's all I'm going to do for my lid just now. So it's quite messy, but it's fun like I think it like in a kind of like when the lights hit it and that, I think it would be really really good. So yeah, I'm just gonna go on to my face makeup now as well. For my foundation, I'm gonna go in with my KVD Good Apple foundation. So this one is in the shade Light, and I'm just gonna go in with a sponge and just get a little bit onto my sponge and just pat that in. The reason I'm using a sponge for this is just so I'm not using way too much product, because I find with a brush I think that foundation you kind of pick up a little bit more than it's actually needed, and I'm just wanting a like slightly kind of more skin-like foundation. Just getting more for around my nose area. I think using a sponge for this foundation is a lot better as well, because it just pushes it more into your skin and it doesn't like leave it sitting on top. And then I'm gonna go in with my concealer, so I'm just gonna use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I'm just gonna put a little bit under my eyes, some on my lip, and I have a couple of spots around here, so I'm just gonna put some there as well. And I'm just going to use the same sponge to blend that in. What I'm going to do is, because the way that this foundation is kind of like cut off the makeup, I'm going to go back in with a brush once I've powdered and just reset that, like kind of blend that, because it looks more natural on this side, like it looks more blended, whereas this one looks like it's got a really sharp cut off, which isn't what I wanted. What I'm going to do as well is I'm going to go in with my Shade and Light palette by KVD Beauty as well and add a little bit of contour to my cheeks before I powder. So I'm just going to go right into kind of where the hollow is and just do a little line like that. Do the same on this side. I'm just going to bring it down slightly just to make my cheeks look a bit skinnier, just like that. And then using this kind of fluffy-ish brush, I'm just going to kind of blend that in. When I'm doing this, I'm trying not to press too hard on my face because I'm not wanting to kind of move around the foundation too much. So I'm just kind of blending that in really, really lightly. So you can see on this side of my face just looks that bit skinnier now, just because of that contour. So I'm just like, I just pat it in kind of first and then really lightly kind of blend that in with my brush. If you think it's too, like it just was looking a bit too dark, so I'm just going back in with my sponge just to kind of add more of my foundation shade back. And there. I'm going to set my face with powder now as well. So I'm going to use this Fit Me powder by Maybelline, and I'm just going to press that on with a sponge. I think I prefer doing this with a sponge because I think it like kind of sets better, and I don't think I'm using, when I do this, I don't think I have like too much powder left on my face, whereas before with like a loose powder sometimes there could just be like way too much. So I'm just setting anywhere I had concealer, just like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the bottom, like my under eye. So I'm going to go back in with my Vieve palette and go in with Goodnight again on that small brush, and I'm gonna go so normally I wouldn't bring the black kind of this far around, but I'm gonna bring the black all the way around my lower lash line. I'm gonna smoke it out with like a cleaner brush. And then I'm just going to go in with my Decay brush, and I'm just going to blend that in. I'm just going to blend that in really, really lightly. I'm just going to blend that in. I'm just going to blend that in really, really lightly. I'm just going to blend that in really, really lightly. I'm just going to blend that in really, really lightly. I'm just going to blend that in really, really lightly. I'm just going to blend that in really, really lightly. I'm just going to blend that in really, really lightly. I'm just going to blend that in really, really lightly. I'm just going to blend that in really, really lightly. I'm just going to blend that in really, really lightly. I'm just going to blend that in really, really lightly. I'm just going to blend that in really, really lightly. I'm just going to blend that in really, really lightly. I'm just going to blend that in really, really lightly. I'm just going to blend that in really, really lightly. I'm just going to blend that in really, really lightly. I'm just going to blend that in really, really lightly. I'm just going to blend that in really, really lightly. I'm just going to blend that in really, really lightly. I'm just going to blend that in really, really lightly. I'm just going to blend that in really, really lightly. I'm just going to blend that in really, really lightly. I'm So I quite like how this looks. Like, I like the kind of grungy feel. I think it'll look really nice once I've got like lashes and stuff on. So I'm going to go back in with the stoned palette and go in with that same shimmer, opal aura, the kind of pinky blue one here, and just bring that kind of like into like where my kind of eye bags are. So like in here and onto my inner corner. I'm just going to add some more there. You can kind of see it better, I think, on this side, because I think the light hits it better. But it is there on this side. But yeah, I kind of like, I think it makes it look that kind of like messy way, which is what I want. But I think it looks really smart like this. I'm gonna do the rest of my face and I'll do my lashes off camera, just because I kind of struggle. I don't know, it's like I can't do them under pressure. So I'll do my lashes off camera, but I'm gonna go in with my bronzer. And I think for my bronzer, I'm gonna go in with the Vieve bronzer, which is the modern bronzer. And this is also the light, like the light shade. So I'm just gonna go in with this kind of deeper tone, like the kind of cooler tone. And I'm just going in with this small brush again. So I'm just lightly going where I put the kind of cream contour, and I'm keeping it quite high up. And again, I'm not pressing very hard on my skin, and I'm just going to go under my jawline as well. Kind of clear up my forehead because I can feel it being a bit dirty. I'm just going to go in with a clean brush and just blend it out a little bit. And the same here. So I'm just, with the clean brush, I'm just kind of helping it blend a bit more. So yeah, that's kind of like got the kind of thingy effect I want. Like, I want it to look like my cheeks are like really coming in. For blush, I don't really want like a kind of pink blush. I'm gonna go in with my so I'm gonna go in with this blush palette, which is the Flower Power one by BH Cosmetics. And I'm gonna go in with the kind of peachier tone here, psychedelic, because I don't want it to be too bright or anything, but I don't want it to be like too pink. So, oh god, that looks very pink now that I've done it. It's fine. I'm gonna blend that out in a minute. So I'm keeping this also quite high up. Right. What I'm gonna do is go back in with my bronzer brush and just kind of buff that out a bit and just make it less pink and in your face. And then again, going in with this clean brush. Maybe I should have went in with a different blush, but it's too late now. That actually looks alright. Like, it's not too pink, and it's kind of like that messy way. I think it looks quite nice. And then I'm gonna go in with my highlighter, and I'm gonna go in with, well, I'm gonna see what Space Baby looks like. So Space Baby is this one, and it's kind of got like a bluish tint to it. Well, it's all over my eye. I'm just gonna very lightly. Oh, I like that. It's kind of got the same tint to the glitter I've got in my eye. Yeah, I quite like this. So I'm just gonna really lightly kind of dust this on my cheeks, on my nose. Yeah, I think that looks really nice. It brings the eyes and the face together. I'm going to use this black liner, this pencil liner, and just quickly go in my waterline. Just to make that wee bit darker. For my lipstick, I'm gonna go in with my Vieve lip liner, and this one is the shade Tailored, which is the darkest lip liner I have, so it's a really dark brown. And just, it needs sharpened. So I've just went over with that, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this lipstick, which is my Geneveive and Matte collab. I had to put it into a pot because it ran out, and it was a limited edition. So because I'm applying this with a lip brush as well, I am kind of able to blend the liner into the lipstick a bit more. Using the lip brush is honestly a better way to put on lipstick, but then just doing the same again, just blending it into the lip liner, just like that. So I'm gonna go off camera and do my lashes and everything, and I'll be back in just a couple minutes. So I've done my makeup, put on my lashes and everything. I think it looks really, really cool. And I have a ton of clothes. I have a ton of clothes to try on to get that kind of grunge, that kind of like Rockstar Girlfriend aesthetic. So I have a lot of leather, a lot of black, kind of like that suede material as well. I'm going to try on a couple of outfits and see what one I prefer, and then do the accessories and that after. I'm not going to do anything with my hair because I quite like it. I think the most that I'll do is maybe backcomb it a bit, because I quite like how it looks just now. I think it looks I think it looks messy enough for it to kind of go. So I'm not going to do anything with my hair. But I'm going to try on all the clothes. And I have different shoes as well. So for one pair I have these really cool boots that I never ever wear, because I don't really have anything to wear them with. But I got them years ago and I still think they are the coolest things in the world. I mean, they're at Primark, but I thought they'd be quite cool, like, don't know, they go with my makeup. And then the second pair of boots I have are just normal kind of heel black boots. They're that suede material as well, so I'll see what they go with. I think they're quite cool. The last pair I have are my Doc Martens, but I can't bother getting them out of the box right now, so I'm just gonna leave them. I'm just gonna leave them there just now. But I'm gonna try on a couple of outfits and come back with them all to see what one I prefer. So this is the first outfit. Ooh. So I've got on this leather skirt and my Harley Davidson t-shirt, which I think is really cool. And then on it, with it, I've got these like kind of, what are they called, like stockings, I think. So because the skirt isn't, like, I'm not very tall either, so the skirt kind of hides these, so it doesn't look too like risque. But I think just like when I walk and things, they would peek out. You can't even see them. When I walk and that, they would like peek out, which I think is quite cool. And I think it definitely needs that whole like Rockstar Girlfriend aesthetic. My shirt is maybe a bit too clean, but that's fine. And then I have these boots with them, which I think makes it look really, really cool. I'll take a proper photo so I can like put it on the screen so I can show you what it looks like properly. But I think this is really cool. I'm a big fan. None of these outfits are going to be summer friendly, so like I don't know how I would do this like summer vibes. Maybe just like denim shorts and things, but I don't know. I don't know what's went wrong with my camera, and I don't know why it's so dark, but I'm going to try and, like, if I don't manage to edit it, then like there's something wrong. But this is what I've done for my jewellery. So I've got a choker, just a black choker on, a chain necklace with like a padlock, and I've just went for all silver jewellery. So I've went for these cross earrings and just simple hoops for my earrings. And then for my rings, I've obviously got my engagement ring on anyway, and I've just added like this really cool snake ring, this kind of like chain one as well, and then I wear these all the time as well, and I've just got this other one with a little jewel on it. But yeah, so I don't know what happened with my camera, but I'm just filming on my phone now. This is the final look. I think it's super cool. I would dress like this all the time if I could. Obviously I can't. I don't think I'd get away with this at like work. But I really enjoyed today's video. I thought it was quite nice to try something different. This is obviously like a type of style that I really like anyway. But yeah, this is like a clothing style that I really like anyway. I think it's really cool. It's definitely not summer appropriate. I'm only in my bedroom and I'm so hot just with everything on. Like, it's just a lot of clothes. So I don't know, maybe in autumn I can start dressing like this. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. It would really mean the world to me, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Bye.